I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.
You know, I'm from California, from Los Angeles. Vegas used to be where we would all go every weekend, every other month. Vegas used to be so fun, so cool. And then one day the governor decided to turn off all the lights on the strip and shut the whole place down because of a alleged virus that had a 99.996 recovery rate. Completely went all out. I remember being there and they shut down, and my friend was, he sent me the videos. They shut down all the lights on the strip. I was only a few hours away in LA. I had just left. We were trying to close a deal to buy these condo hotels. And I'm glad we didn't, because we would have had to weather the storm for 3 or 4 years until Vegas started to pick up again. In my opinion, Vegas is never going to recover. One thing, the worst of the worst elements of so many cities like Oakland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, Mississippi, it's like the most bottom of the barrel element of these cities. They're all attracted like flies to shit to Las Vegas. I don't know if you've been there lately, but it is completely ghettoed out. It's like living somewhere in the deepest, darkest crevices of San Bernardino. No man's land is what I would call it, where people with sense don't really go. And from what I've heard, Las Vegas is relatively empty. No one I know is talking about going there to visit. No one's planning on, people are now doing their wedding bachelorette parties and stuff in Phoenix, in Austin, in Houston. Cities that are safer, cities where the gun laws are in the favor of the residents. Las Vegas gun laws are mirror that damn near of California, so you can't defend yourself. And then unfortunately, tragedy like this happens. This happened last night. It was actually a altercation. It was a long-going feud between two YouTubers. One new YouTuber named Finny Da Legend. The other YouTuber's name was SinCity MannyWise. SinCity MannyWise walked up, and he was actually looking for Finny. Finny was with his girlfriend. We know her name is Bubbles. We don't know her actual full name. And they're standing outside, and you see Manny with a nice big smile looking at the Paris and because they're right outside the Bellagio fountains. And then unfortunately, Manny walks up and he opens fire. The man had zero regard for the surrounding public. There's children in the background, there's families, there's tourists. Zero regard for anyone. Again, the element is what is now living in Las Vegas. They want to charge for parking. Everything is overpriced and it's not worth it. I remember during the lockdown when LA closed, I moved to Arizona. When Arizona closed, Vegas, the casinos were open, but all the clubs and the hookah places and everything else was closed. Liquor stores open, but you can't go to a club, but you can do everything else. I'm in Vegas and I'm looking around, and the only people that have no fear of this fake virus, the only people that are not in fear of the air are just a bunch of young dudes that look like me, gambling, and everything is dirt cheap. So we're renting the suites, every hotel, we're staying anywhere we want to, $5,000 a night, $5,000 a night suites. We're renting them for $300 a day. And we're just literally throwing parties in our suites, living our normal life. Because I didn't believe in sheltering in place. I didn't believe in following mandates. I don't take shots. I don't wear masks. I left Vegas when they finally said, if you want to gamble, you got to put on a mask. I said, I'm not doing that. And then I finally left Vegas. But I saw the element coming. I saw how dangerous it started to get. Las Vegas PD is very strict. They're Metro PD, but you can't stop certain people. I'm going to play the video. It's very disheartening, but I'm here to share it with you. This is Finny. Now this is Bubbles. She's the girl that's with Finny. They say it's his girlfriend or his partner. The man in the white hat, this is SinCity MannyWise. And unfortunately, we know how this ends. She grabs the streaming camera for some reason, but then after he turns on her, the camera and her both go down. So she went out trying to get content instead of running. She should have ran for her life. It was too late to save Finny, unfortunately. But instead of running for her life, she decided to grab the camera in a hopes of going viral with the content. And unfortunately now she is a part of the content. That's what we're dealing with right now. That's the straight. Now, as of today, MannyWise has turned himself into Las Vegas PD. But is that going to bring back Finny? So, you know, it's when you see these kind of incidents happen, and this is a person that had a page, you know, you can see the days of their lives. And if you see this young man, he's always smiling. He seems like a happy person. He made different types of content. He had over 190 videos. But there's one video that's troubling. And it's because he's talking about, unfortunately, the man who ended up taking his life. He's calling Manny Panny in multiple videos. But there's actually one particular video where right here, where he's going over how Manny is threatening him. It said SinCity Panny death threat on Finny. Really? It's Tuesday. Here we go. So let's hear what he says.
Let's stir trouble. Shout out to the double B's, baby in the building. Mahulani or Analuham, however you want to say it. What up? Finny got the pubes on his head. Shout out to Finny with the pubes on his head. You ready for football? See them Cardinals. Yeah. Nah, them Cardinals ain't losing shit, Billy. My boy Donuts in the building, and moonshine.
Look, I challenge you to come out here one more time. That's why you hiding, you little bitch. I know what you look like.
Nah, but I don't listen to nothing the guy does. Like if one of these ladies would say, Finny, play the video, it'd be different. But I hear a guy, I just hear a deep voice ass motherfucker say.
So apparently he has a video and he's gonna play it. And this is where I guess this is where the beef began 10 months ago. And we're gonna see, we saw how it ended. Play it again for people that just logged in, but let's listen to the video to see what this stems from.
Play the video, Finny, like you punking me or something. So that's why whenever you say play the video, I kind of ignore it because I don't listen to guys like that. I don't know what it is about me. Something about me. I just can't listen to guys like that. All right. And somebody keeps saying, I already addressed Sugar, the Romantic Nation person. I kind of addressed him already. All right. Here we go. All right, let me take TT down. Let me hold on. Sorry, TT, you coming down. All right, let's see. Oh, did I acknowledge my girl, Izzy? Did I acknowledge my girl, Isabel? Isabel say, let's get started. This Finny Family Tuesdays. Hold on. Let me get this right. Let me clear my...
Hey, 22. 22! You want to get me started?
And in this video, this is SinCity Manny. You can look at him and you can tell he's a short guy, fair skin, either white or Hispanic. But that's the same guy from the video wearing the hat and the shades that shot him. So let's watch.
Look, I challenge you to come out here one more time. That's why you hiding, little bitch. I know what you look like. He has to hold me back. He has to constrain me. Because you're not going to stop this fucking conglomerate. This man and his wife.
You can see he's doing the trigger. He's doing the trigger finger. You know, when people say they get death threats online, that's one thing. But when somebody's directly talking to you via the internet and you guys are in the same city, it's in my personal suggestion would be to try to see how you can mediate this and squash it or end it somehow so that this does not happen when we eventually come across each other. You know, sometimes when you're a man, you have to stand on your word. Life is hard enough as it is. These people live in Vegas. Vegas is a very stressful place because Vegas is also going broke. Vegas is a place that depends on tourists. You just had 2 people gunned down on a busy Sunday night. And I bet they don't get very many busy Sunday nights like that anymore in Vegas. In front of the historic Las Vegas Bellagio water fountains. I wouldn't take my children there. I wouldn't go there now. I wouldn't want to be there if I heard about this. Along with everything else I'm hearing about Vegas, you can't even get an Airbnb. They're taking homes from people. It's just a lot of drama, overcharging nonsense. And now you add the crime element. Vegas is burnt. People would rather go to Lake Charles, Louisiana than go to Vegas now. People would rather fly to Cartagena and go to a casino than drive to Las Vegas. It's the juice isn't worth the squeeze anymore because you have the elements.
All right. Before we even go any further, I cash up him on the next episode. Well, I can't do it now because he'll go Google it. But actually, he still wouldn't even remember it if he practiced all day. I bet he can't spell conglomerate. Any money say he couldn't spell conglomerate with $1,000 on the table. Any money say he don't even know what a conglomerate means. Any money, but let's go. Oh yeah, he wants to see his face. He can see his face.
The man again in this hat, the man right here, this is Finny. This is the man that passed away with his girlfriend last night at the hands of SinCity Manny right here. But again, this is the genesis of, I guess, the first video he made about, this is whenever their issues first started. I kind of like watching these videos. I want to see what actually happened and how it got out of control. We're not going to watch the whole video. We're going to skip through it, but this was the title of it.
Wife are a fucking movement, and nothing will stop it. I have power. No threatening street shit. Leave us alone. Legally, leave us alone. Live your life. You have followers because you're as pathetic as enough to follow my man and get enough pathetic people that have nothing going on in their lives to follow you. Yeah, I just fucking said it. Leave us alone. I promise you. There is a coalition coming at you that you have no idea. Oh, I promise you. You think you're smart? I promise you I will outsmart you in every fucking facet of this social media shit. Leave us the fuck alone. I'm 2 seconds away from saying your name. You know what I'm talking about. You literally have this weekend to leave us alone. I promise you. I'm done. I've been silent for 2 years, watching what you do. To people's names, to people's wives. I promise you, let me see some shit tomorrow. Look at my face. You're a black man like me. Look at my face. You think I'm joking? On God, nigga. Test me. Test me. Test me, bro. I swear to test me, bro. On camera, I'm saying.
Not really funny anymore, unfortunately for Finny. See, when you have somebody who's threatening you this hard or they're saying what they're going to do to you, and you guys are both in a very small city or a small town, you're going to come across each other. You're going to bump into each other. Everybody's not going to just go. Some people are serious about what they're saying, and you want to do what you can. If you cannot figure out a way to get around it or to, clear up whatever issues there are, then for your own safety, you need to move. You have to leave. Because another way you're going to do it is when you guys clash. No matter, if you say you guys get into a fist fight, whoever loses the fist fight is not going to just want to take that loss. They're like, well, if I lost, they're going to go get a weapon. So it's really a lose-lose situation. If you defend if you're not in a state like Texas and you defend yourself, then you're probably going to go to jail. So you're going to lose either way. Now, if this happened in Texas and this man Finny had seen him first, then he could have legally took care of the issue and it wouldn't have been any more beef. But unfortunately, this other man got the drop. This man, Manny, got the drop on him first before he could do anything. He's actually just outside on the strip with his girlfriend, enjoying the night, setting up a live stream. And somebody just came and ended both of them over something. It doesn't seem like it's something to do with money. It just seems like it's over market share, it seems. They're both representing Las Vegas, Sin City. They probably are both trying to make content to appeal to the same audience. And eventually there's going to be a rift. People don't feel like there's enough. People don't like competition sometimes, and they feel like they have to get the other one out of the way. Or other people in Las Vegas say, oh, you guys are the top two. Who's better than the other? And people pit you against one another. But you have to be smart enough to be above that and bigger than that. Yeah, you wanted to laugh it off and it's a joke, but you don't have that luxury. It's not like he's in LA and you're in New York. You guys are, one of you are, one's on Flamingo and one's off the 95 and Ann Road. One's at the Stratosphere, the other one's on Fremont. And here they call it Freakmont. These are people who have nothing going on in their life. Bills are probably piling up. They probably have kids. Going to prison is actually a benefit. They would love to go to prison, and then they can just say they did this to you, and they can live off their reputation. Their family will come visit them. They're alive and well, but you're gone. Sometimes some people would rather choose to be judged by 12 than to be carried by 6. And they just crash out because they don't care. They have nothing else going. Again, death is easy. Life is hard. Prison is easy. That's why so many men choose to go to prison rather than stay out here in the real world and fight every single day for every inch and ounce of anything that you have. I don't know. I'm still trying to understand what went wrong, and hopefully we get some context once Finny's not laughing.
Oh man, I mean, he got to the lawyer part. Have he got to? Only lawyer he ever had was a public pretender when he got picked up a panhandler. That's the only lawyer he ever had. Oh shoot! Hold on, back to the video, man. Hold on. Maybe later on, I'll give y'all the uncut version, but he wanted to be on the show too bad. I couldn't let him get on the show. And if y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see on the side, look at the chats. Look at how they delete. Because I don't know if that's y'all in there. If it is, shout out to y'all for being in there. But they making them, they deleting them because they know it's the dumbest shit ever. Because dumbass gonna jump in it too. But like I said, I want you guys to join in and tell me. I'm gonna let the video go a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little commentary over it. Let's go.
Shit. Because you said it on camera. I already have attorneys set up to tell me that I can do this. That's how fucking stupid you are. Test me. I'm giving you 2 more times to incriminate his name before you see serious legal fucking defense come at you. Having nothing to do with him. I'm promising you. Look at my face. I'm not hiding. Todd Huff.
put Tyrone Biggums over his face, that's some wild work right there. And I want to laugh because it is funny, but it's just, I mean, this happened less than 12 hours ago, probably about 15 hours ago. This whole thing happened on the strip with him and his girlfriend, and girlfriend picked up the camera. Like, run, make him chase you down. You pick up a camera, and that extra 4 or 5 seconds, you could have jumped into the water or you could have ran for cover. She didn't have to go too, but I seen the video. She's laid out on the strip. Cars were driving by right when it happened.
You said Todd.
I dare you. Do it. I'm imploring you to do it because it's already coming at you. I'm done. You've done too much already. You've talked about people's wives. I promise you it's coming at you. Again, having nothing to do with Manny. Don't blame it on Manny. I can't wait to see my face on your fucking shit.
You see your face?
I promise you. I bust my ass. I work 17 hours a day to have lawyers that could bury you. And they are ready. They're waiting. So let's go.
Hold on. Let's do this math real quick. He said he worked 17 hours. So it's 24 hours in a day. So he works 17 of those. And then he said he works those 17 to get a lawyer for Penny. That's wild. That's wild. Not for Julie, for Penny. Like, I don't understand. I'm just confused. I'm confused. That's wild. That man said he works. Do I need to replay? That man said he works 17 hours.
And we're going to war. I would give anything to make sure that you don't exist no more. And it's going to happen. I promise you.
I'll do anything to make sure you don't exist anymore. You know, when you hear somebody talking like that and you guys are both in a very small city, small circle, competing with each other over a woman, over audience, over, you guys probably both end up at the same house parties, drinking beers. You got to squash the beef or don't go out anymore. But to just be walking around in public unarmed, pretending that everything is sweet, could be the end of you and your wife, you and your girlfriend, or whoever's with you. I mean, this dude crashed out and did them both. He wasn't worried about anybody. He wasn't worried about the consequences. He literally turned himself in this morning. Turned himself into Henderson PD this morning.
So keep doing your little screenshots. Oh, look at this nigga here. What are you going to do? Look at this little trying to do it, Manny. Look at this little do it, Manny. All right? And keep doing that. Keep going. You know what that is, right? I know you know what that is. It's crazy that I don't have to say it. You know what that is. You know what that is. Hey, you know.
All right, hold on. Before it goes on, does anybody know what that is? Because I don't. It sounds like a rooster call. We don't have roosters out here. I don't know what that is. Can somebody tell me what that was? Carry on. All right, here we go with some serious stuff though. And if Finny was a popo, he could turn popo, but he ain't.
Well, Finny, that baby don't look like
Wait.
baby. That's not your baby, homie.
I have to say it. You know what that is. You know what that is.
Hey, you know what, Finny? That baby don't look like your baby.
Wait.
That's not your baby, homie. Check your homie.
Hey, everybody knows that he watches me. I mean, he clearly does. He says way too many things for it to be how you guys send me screenshots and videos of him. He knows way too much to not watch. So he watches from beginning to end, even if he has to catch the replay. So who in here thinks that's my baby? Like, who in here and plus him thinks that's my baby? Like, how stupid, like, he just make himself look stupid. You stupid. And then, most of the time when we out, my son will be with us. Most people think the baby look more like me than his actual dad, which his dad is my son. So it all makes the same. So this guy is stupid.
I don't understand what's happening. His dad is his son, or I don't know. Let's see here if he's going to get into more details. Okay, here.
Did. Not me, but you did. I promise you. There's people that have contacted him that we don't even know that are ready to get you. Having nothing to do with us, I promise you. I don't know these dudes. And I've told them, don't do that. Because we don't want that problems. Bro, you're a black man. I don't want those problems with you. But when people telling me you're posting shit about me, nigga, me, another.
You almost crashed. You didn't see that?
Eyes on the road while driving.
All right, so today I'm by myself, guys. No Julie today. Oh, shit. What happened? Did I hit him? Did we hit each other? Don't worry about it, bro. You don't need to contact our insurances. You're good to go. Personally,
This is the shooter. This is SinCity Manny. This is Manny.
my opinion is that wouldn't even have insurance.
Remember to focus on what matters most, your safety and the safety of others.
We're doing God's work, baby. You got a ticket for dropping me off right here, guys. The motorcycle police officer that's in that corner on the lights.
The irony is he's literally dressed up as the Joker, standing about, I would say, roughly 40 feet away from where he eventually deletes Finny. This is right here in front of the Bellagio. This is right in front of the fountains. And he's not too far away from there. And the water fountains are here. You can see him in the background. And this is eventually where he, X amount of months later, where he wiped them.
Yeah, I think he knew who we were. You know what? If that guy's watching, fuck you, puto. I draw my supporters to report your ass. Oh my! Running late, guys. Yeah, I can't wait till I drop my mic. Shit, he would have been like, "Hey, don't do that. That's not, you shouldn't be doing that. Next time I'll give you a ticket." Like, you know. But here,
apparently, they both like to set up and stream live from in front of the Bellagio water fountains. They both were, again, like I said, I've never seen these videos before. I'm watching it for the first time with all you guys. And there's hundreds of people here. We're all watching this together. I do these breakdowns every day of different court cases and different topics. If you can, subscribe to the YouTube or just like the page you're watching it on, if it's X or Instagram, The Single Boyfriend, or Right Wing Week or Rico. But yeah, this is exactly, so they're both streaming from the same location. They're going to come across each other. Again, they're both from a small area, hard to avoid when you're both trying to use the same landmarks in your videos. You're going to come across each other. And if neither one of you are going to be the bigger person and apologize or try to fix the issue, then you guys are eventually going to clash and crash. And it's only, your odds of survival are only 50-50 in any kind of conflict. I try to remind people of that before we get into it, or before you get into it with anyone. The odds are, no matter if he's a giant and you're a dwarf, odds are still the same. It's 50-50. It could have went either way, whether it was hand-to-hand combat. He didn't know if he had anything on him, What if he would have had a firearm to defend himself and he would have had to drop on him? But in this case, Manny was the only one who made it out alive. So again, it's not worth it. You sometimes, if you can solve the issue, try to talk it out. Or the crash out is coming and you're going to make sure you need to protect yourself so that you can be there to fight another day. But you can't just wait for someone to come after you and be a victim. If you know someone's looking for you, actively looking for you on the internet, talking about they're coming for you, take them seriously. Make the arrangements. Don't let them catch you, because it wasn't just Finny that paid the price. It was his girlfriend as well, Bubbles. She paid the price. You know, it was her name was Bubbly. So this is when it happened last night. So this is Finn, and Bubbly's in the background somewhere. And that's the Hotel Paris in the background. So they're standing literally right in front of the Bellagio fountains. Dude had a big smile. He seemed like a really a big energetic guy. He seemed like a guy that people like. Nice guy. And then you're gonna see, he's gonna see someone coming. He's definitely looking out for someone. But my friend, you should not have even been out in public. You have someone that was the day before, seen the videos, I'm gonna play that too. The day before, he was already saying he's hunting for this man. He's trying to find this man. And you don't know what's going on in this man's personal life. I mean, he's short. So he's probably going through a breakup. Someone probably cheated on him. Found out one of his kids wasn't his. You know, being a short king, there's a lot of things and there's a lot of pressures in life. So a lot of them end up doing things like this. But afterwards, they usually do themselves. They usually self-delete, if you know what I mean. But instead, this guy turned himself in to be prison bait, to be somebody's wife for the rest of his life, which I'm surprised. But there he goes. So this is Bubbly, the girl right here, and then this is the man of the hour. This is SinCity Manny. So instead of running for her life in the opposite direction, she grabs the camera to get the content and she screams, "Are you kidding me?" And those are her famous last words. You know, we all wish we had a time machine that we could just go back 2 minutes before some of these events that we see on video and warn the person or tell the person or stop the person. But unfortunately, we can't. You know, we have to live in the here and the now. And we have to deal with life after these events, and we got to figure out how to avoid them in the future. But really, there's no way to avoid them. Even if in Vegas, guns are illegal, but yet magically somebody who wasn't supposed to have one had one. And if you look around, there was no good guys with guns to neutralize him before he could harm anybody else. To be honest with you, what if he was a mass shooter, a terrorist that came across our border a few months ago, triggered, and all these beautiful civilians, Americans, targets, and no one is around? You got to, you know, that's the problem with being in these blue cities and unarmed. Everything depends on police. You lean on the police for everything. That's exactly how the United States is not supposed to work. I live in Texas. I'm not in Texas right now. I'm in Arizona. However, the way it works in Texas, we understand you are your first line of defense, not the police, not private security, not a stranger with a gun. You're supposed to be armed to protect yourselves at all costs. That's why we have constitutional carry. Because in a situation like this, a bystander should have neutralized him to make sure he didn't harm anyone else. But instead, everyone's at the mercy of law enforcement since they're the only ones with guns besides the bad guys. That's not good. That's not safe. You know, it's unfortunate that this happened. And there was actually someone talking. This is the guy who did it.
That just pulled over somebody and they're very going to jump on her. As someone that's greedy and trying to like build up tickets to get a name for himself. So fuck that motherfucker.
We gonna put something together. I don't know if it's gonna be in Vegas, but we showing the love. You dig? We pop out. Everybody ain't.
Let's see here.
What up, YouTube? Happy Tuesday. My fault. My day's all jacked up. But quick video. Woke up this morning. Shout out SinCity family. They got our last 2 videos taken down. It don't matter. We're gonna keep doing it. But I do need y'all help this time. Just one time for your boy. I never ask y'all for nothing. I never do. I never ask y'all to subscribe, nothing. But this time I'm gonna ask y'all. Can y'all subscribe to the new channel? SinCity Finny on YouTube. I'm a part of the family now. I'm the Black Stap Child. Manny accepted me in. So I need y'all to go over there, subscribe to that channel. I'm going to put the link in the description. I need y'all to go subscribe. Get that.
Yeah, it seems like this stuff between him and Manny, and people are saying this was the worst beef ever. But let's see here. SinCity Manny and Julie.
Too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do.
I'm starting to think I know what this is about. It seems like since they're both YouTubers, they were playing the strike wars and they were having each other's audience report the other one's page. And once you lose your page or you become demonetized, that's literally a lot of these people's source of income. I'm not monetized. I do this for fun. I do this because I just like, I like being able to talk and explain things to people. I do a lot of these conversations in real life. So this is just like practice for me where I can sit here and talk to a camera and with a microphone and, you know, play around on my computer. But for some of these people, this is life or death. They have children. They support their families. Apparently YouTube pays good. But when you take someone's channel away or their monetization and they know exactly who did it, that's literally a declaration of war. And it seems like they were doing this to each other. So let's see here.
You swing at me, we swinging back twice. Boot him to the motherfucking moon.
Oh.
So this is him on. This is Manny on Saturday, and this is the video I said where he was talking to the camera, telling the audience that he's actually looking for Finny to delete him. And no one turned this in to police, and no one was able to stop him ahead of time. He found his target, unfortunately, and Bubbly and Finny are no longer with us.
I'm out here searching for my bike. Mr. Marcus. That's right. We outside. We doing fuel bar tonight? I'm fucking there, homie. What's the fuel bar without the fuel? We're doing the fuel bar tonight. Fucking go. Or wherever you go, I will be there. Man, come on, I have to say hi to my biggest fan. You know?
And Bubbly was actually, they're saying Bubbly was his wife. So probably not legally married, but his super significant other. I know they said he has a child. I hope that's not his child's mother, because that means both parents were lost. I'm hoping that's not the case.
You know? I heard that shit. I jumped out of my fucking bed. It came out here so fucking fast.
He seems like he's high on something. He's probably a little geeked up and he's turned up. I mean, it is Vegas. You know, getting high, getting drunk, going to the strip, gambling, going to Fremont. I mean, it's really a bum ass city. It's really not much to do except, you know, get into some trouble, especially nowadays. Every hood from California now relocated to Las Vegas. So low key, it's a war zone. In LA, there was separation between gangs. Now all the gangs are in Vegas, where there's no separation. There's only so many places to go, especially if you're, you know, an ethnic. You can't really go everywhere. So you're gonna come across your enemies. That's the issue you're having in Atlanta. All these people from these different cities move to Atlanta, even though they're enemies in their city, they never see each other. In Atlanta, you're gonna bump into each other all the time because you're going to the same places. Same thing, unfortunately, is happening here in Las Vegas and with these guys.
Very disappointed right now. All this long stream, and I didn't see my biggest fan. Teardrop.
Teardrop for his biggest fan. He's referring to Finny as his biggest fan, and the teardrop. Finny, we know what teardrop means. It means you have plans on doing something to someone, or you get a teardrop after you've deleted someone successfully.
There's no instigators get this shit too. Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. Oh, but I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I'm dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him. What are we doing? Fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there.
Basically, he's saying that he's been going by. You can see he's on the back streets, and he's actually driving by every casino looking for this man in the daytime. He was on a hunt for him all day long. Someone should have told Finny that this guy was actively hunting for him. This is right. This is the day. It's actually during the daytime. This happened at around 10:30 at night. This seems to be about 4 o'clock earlier that day. Someone, if he's looking for you, why are you just saying, "Oh, well, I'm not worried about it"? You're just out in public. You can't take everything as a joke. You can't take everything. Some threats are serious, and these are not threats coming from some burner account in Florida or Wisconsin or in Bermuda. Like, this is somebody who's literally in your same city. You're going to bump into each other eventually. Eventually.
You better fucking believe it. Come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told. Right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marcus. That's right. We outside. We doing fuel.
Facts, donut.
Oh, so he walked by him first. So he crept up on him. He walked past him first, then he doubled back. He didn't see him, and he walked by, and then he spun around. So he was marking his territory. He was making sure he knew where he was at, made sure he didn't have nobody with him. Oh yeah, he knew what he was doing.
That's right.
You know, and then, you know, when you got that Napoleon complex and you're under 5'8", you're gonna be angry and you're gonna have that burner on. You're not fighting anybody head up, you know, because you don't want to lose and get embarrassed. So they're willing to go all the way. That's why there's no point even arguing with short people. Just let them win the argument.
Outside. We doing field bar.
There he goes, in his jersey with his hat on.
Fact, donut.
And he's looking straight ahead. He's not even looking at his target because he plans on making a U-turn to lay him down. And Bubbly, the woman, his girlfriend, sees him first. So Bubbly was aware of the beef. But why are you guys out in public when there's active real beef going on where somebody's talking about deleting you?
I don't know what's going on down there, but everybody just ran this way. There was like 8 or 9 guns.
I'm out here searching for my baby. But I went through every fucking casino there is.
There's been like an ongoing feud with 2 YouTubers. One that goes by the name of SinCity MannyWise, SinCity Manny. You know what I'm saying? And there's another YouTuber by the name of Finny. Now, unfortunately, Finny lost his life due to an ongoing YouTube war over social media with fellow YouTuber MannyWise, SinCity Manny. Now, not only was Finny taken out, RIP, on live stream, and you seen the clip I played before this, but he was taken out on live stream with his wife. And just the day before he was going on live, what Finny that was going on live, taunting the man, making fun of Manny's wife, joking about him on social media about mental illness and a long list of other things. Now, obviously,
I'm not saying that's justification, but that's provocation. You don't want to provoke everybody. You can't poke every bear, bro. You got to pick your battle. Why are you online talking about this man, Manny's wife? I mean, he's already short. You're embarrassing him. Let's find those videos, actually. Let me see what this guy's saying when to look for those videos.
Manny did not take a liking to being called out on social media. He did not take a liking to being taunted and his wife being disrespected and violated. Obviously, he didn't like that, right? So he decides, I'm going to get on live stream and I'm going to taunt you. I'm going to go everywhere you've been going. I'm about to stalk you all over social media. So the guy, Manny, like I said, he didn't take a liking to being taunted on social media. He started following him everywhere.
Let's look for that video. Okay, Finny Da Legend was harassing Manny. Manny was looking for Finny.
At the Bellagio on the Vegas Strip, man. You can see him walking by here, and yo, it went down. I did a video on a few minutes ago, man. I'm sorry, I ain't finna go through that now because I just got some new developments of this. That's why I'm back at it again. Yo. This the dude right here. This is SinCity Manny. But yo, I just seen this comment came up in my comment section. Yo, look at this. 1 minute ago, he said Manny pepper sprayed Finny wife on Fremont. That's what started this. Finny just gave a platform to people Manny has manipulated and gifted and grifted, and his streams were only a small part clowning on Manny. Manny kept escalating and called Finny wife job and assaulted Finny and others on Fremont. Now he fully crashed out. That's the cliff notes. Hey man, big shout out to you. Who is this man who just gave me this information right here? Burt McGirt. That's like Dirt McGirt. Burt McGirt. Big shout out to Burt McGirt, yo. I like that, yo. I just see this like this is crazy, man, because I just did a video about this and more information coming out. You just did. Look at this.
Let's get this clear though, y'all, because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too.
If you know he's mentally ill, why would you play with him? Why would you, if he's mentally ill, why would you risk getting into a confrontation with him? If you know he has mental illness and he's not all there, why would you even keep a beef going with him? Why wouldn't you try to squash it or just avoid him?
If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LGT. But I don't think I can take his channel from him, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man. And he's so close, man.
Fuck that. You know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike? Fuck that. You swing, you swing at me, we swinging back.
You know, one thing about people in these situations, if he was thinking about deleting himself, the fact that you made fun of it now, and he doesn't want to prove you wrong, instead of deleting himself, he decided to go delete you and your wife. That's one of the consequences of provoking somebody who has mental illness. He probably was going to delete himself until you made fun of it. He saw that, and he can't let you win. But if a man was already about to take his own life, what do you think your life's going to mean to him? Nothing. Now it explains why after he deleted you and your wife, the reason why he didn't delete himself was because, you had just made fun of him and said that he would. So he has to prove you wrong by staying alive and just taking out you two. Because I was wondering, typically when they know their life's over, they're going to be in prison forever. So they'll usually just do themselves as well. But in your situation, the reason he didn't was just to spite you and prove you wrong because of this video right here.
Twice. Boot him to the motherfucking moon.
Oh, so let me tell you this.
You see, that's Finny Da Legend making content about SinCity Manny. It's crazy because, like I said, I just seen this comment, man, from Burt McGirt. That's crazy. What is comment at, man? I just hit the wrong button again. Damn, yo, this crazy, man. I just seen another comment. I'm gonna get to that in a minute, yo. I gotta, cause I answer all the comments on my comment section. You talk to me, I'm gonna talk to you back. But yo, that was what he was saying. This happened like, I'm thinking this was the day before. A lot of people say this footage was taken down up here. And we also have footage of SinCity Manny walking around, driving around, looking for him, man. This is crazy. So I did not know, like, this dude showed up to his city, I guess. Hold on, listen to this, man. This is SinCity Manny, probably like the day of or the day before this actually went down, man. Check this out. Look at this. Daytime in Vegas.
I'm out here searching for my baby. The fuck?
Yeah, Manny was not someone to play with. Manny, and probably people around him know that he's basically a serious person, and Finny underestimated him. I tell everybody, never underestimate anybody. I don't care how big or how small they are. Assume they are the most dangerous person you ever met and move accordingly. He's probably seen this guy on the internet, and he said they had a run-in with him on Fremont. One of the guys bigger than the other. Doesn't matter. When you got a burner, when you got one of them things on you, that's what we call the great equalizer. Now we're equal. It doesn't matter how many people you got with you, really. Doesn't matter how big and strong you are, how many push-ups you did. Somebody pulls out one of them straps, then it's pretty much going to be an even kill. Now we're on the same page. He thought fat meat was greasy, and he underestimated this man, and unfortunately that was a fatal mistake for him. And see, the wife part the wife, and I mean, do they have kids? I mean, fuck. I mean, this is the next day. Where do we go?
I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here and fucking get this shit too.
You see that? That's him riding around the city looking for him, man. So whatever beef they had it, and he knew it. Damn, I'm coughing, I'm just smoking. That's crazy. That's crazy, man, because he riding around looking for him, and like that dude came to his city, and he didn't think he was gonna show up. He showed up. He been looking for that dude all day long. It seemed like, man, he said we is outside. We outside. That's a crazy story, man. It's getting crazier than this too, man. I think he done turned himself in now. Like he on camera doing it. Everybody seen him do it, but yo, I'm just trying to figure it out, man. Like this dude said, like he been harassing this dude. I ain't really got that many good photos of him right here. This dude right here, Finny Da Legend. But I'm saying the consensus are saying Finny Da Legend been harassing this dude, man.
And like I said, harassment or provocation, it's the same outcome. You're asking for something from someone, and then you can't be sad or surprised when they come give it to you. You have to be careful. You have to pick your targets, pick your battles. And, you know, life's more about who are your allies more than it is who are your enemies. Turn your enemy into an ally if you can. Don't fall out with everybody, because you don't know who or what mental space some of these people are in and how far they're willing to go. They might look normal, but they're going through it, you know, and it'll be at your expense. And that'll be a hefty cost, that you're going to have to pay. And then think about it. Now there's 2 funerals for 2 different people over this one incident. 2 people are now going to have to get buried. Their families have to deal with that today, all the ramifications, wherever they live, their bills, their cars. People don't think about that when you think about when somebody dies or someone's, deleted. That person has a cell phone. That person has bills. They have a storage. They have an apartment. They have kids. They have a mother. They have a father. There's a lot of things that go into life. And a lot of people, especially when you're young, you don't really make the arrangements for, well, what happens to me if something happens? Does your family have enough money to bury you? Are they going to cremate you? Are you from the city where you died? Are they going to have to transport your body back to where you're from? Are the people or the people that are going to survive, your relatives, are going to have to fly to where you're at and figure out how to transport you back? There's a lot of logistics behind these situations. That's why I'm like, it's just better if you try to squash or come to terms with whatever issues so that it doesn't get here, because this is where it can go. This is America. Everyone's not going to fight. Some people are ready to die, and some people are ready to, make sure that you're not here tomorrow. Are you going to be prepared for that? What are you doing to avoid that? Picking fights and starting stuff with people and trolling them is not a good way to make sure you're going to live a long time, especially when you're in a city as volatile as Las Vegas or Los Angeles or Chicago. These blue cities. All the people there, they're disarmed, so everyone has to lean on police. Police are not superheroes. There's no police that could have got there fast enough to stop that guy from doing this to him. He would have had to defend himself. Others around him would have had to defend him, but there's nobody there. And what are they gonna do? Put 1,000 police officers on a Las Vegas Strip 24 hours a day? Would that have prevented this? Probably not. This dude was gonna crash out regardless. It comes down to the people in our culture. How do we handle these situations? How quickly do we let anger just take us over and we become over emotional and impulsive where we can't think about it? One man's life is gone and his wife, and then the other man's going to be in prison until he passes away. Premeditated double homicide. He's not ever coming out. He's never getting home. I don't think he cares. I don't think he planned on. But think about it. What was his quality of life before he went in the first place? Probably wasn't that great. Not if you're willing to just throw your life away for something like this. I did see Finny talk about, there was another video where SinCity family. So he basically, instead of calling them SinCity, because apparently Manny was from a group, a clique called the SinCity family. So when they're calling them Sin Diddy, since Diddy's on jail for, Jelly's on trial for allegedly a bunch of gay and kid stuff, but he's really not. It turns out just a bunch of jealous ex-girlfriends. But they were making fun of them, calling them Sin Diddy and trolling them. And so apparently people in the different cliques were already getting jumped. People were getting their chains snatched. So this is something that was already, this was pending. And this is, and I'll be honest, their online beef was kind of creating views. So to squash it wasn't necessarily going to be good for business. So that's probably why they kept it going. Except this was a real beef. It wasn't a show beef where we're going to just pretend like we hate each other. Man, that, you know, this is him and his son. There's all kind of different tragedies when it comes to this kind of stuff. There's more victims than just the two that are expired. There's collateral damage that goes all the way around, and it's sad. He's trolling. This is him trolling Manny.
You can use that compilation in court. All right, let's.
Some of my biggest fans here. I've been ready. You don't gotta get ready if you're always been ready. You're ready.
A lot of people that hate us for no reason and that are willing to come out and attack us. There's so much I could have done that night that I did not do. You know, I could have really hurt that man. I did not do it. There was no blood drawn. They trust me and believe me, they could have been. And it's more like a warning to show him that, you know, you can be touched. You can eventually pay for what you're saying.
Oh, so this was their initial run-in in person. And I guess the back and forth online verbally after that is what led to the shooting. But apparently he caught Finny slipping when Finny was out here. Oh, okay, let's see.
On YouTube, man, who say my team ain't strong? Who say my team ain't strong?
Man, your team isn't strong enough to dodge, to stop a bullet. They're not strong enough to dodge bullets. They're not in the Matrix. Your team doesn't got Agent Smith on it. Squash the beef. Try to come up with a way to talk it out so it doesn't get that far. I mean, this is YouTube beef. Everything's, oh man, this is and Trump and Musk. We got a lot of issues going on everywhere.
For his wife T too. Color T.
It's looking like Rick Dane. Look at the picture. Look at her face.
So he found his wife. So this is Bubbly. This is the woman with the tripod. This is the woman that grabbed the camera and then he shut. You know, I do these commentaries over different cases, and I'll be honest with you, it doesn't get easier. I do this to raise awareness and because these are conversations that are need to be had. This is the woman that was with Finny, his wife, that was also taken out by Manny. You know, you see these people when they're alive and they're moving around and they're normal and they have no idea that they're at the end of their lifespan. When you think about how close this was until when this happened, this is kind of the equivalent of them being in hospice already. And they don't even know they're in hospice. They have no idea that there's a clock, there's a countdown on their life. And Manny is the person controlling the clock.
Their face. I have a pending, you know, a battery charge that the charges that I had filed against her, but at the moment it was an unknown female. But we already now know who it is. That's that lady's company. Contact the company. Let them know how she's a wanted felon for assault/battery. And you know what? I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm just gonna say it, Derek. I don't want to be a bitch. Give me that information.
He's the one that gave me her real name, her job, everything. Give me that picture. He gave me your address. He gave me everything. We're trying to help him stop his bad habit, you know?
So apparently Bubbly actually has a day job, and Manny got her information from someone, and he called her job and told them that she had a pending case for assault and a battery, and basically almost got her fired from her job. So apparently someone gave him her real name, and that's how he was able to find her. So this was actually a serious situation, but Finny, he underestimated it, and he didn't. But I mean, his options were low. You're in Nevada. It's not like you can go do something to the guy or you're going to end up in prison. But there's only two options, you know, prison. You're either going to be carried by 12 or carried by 6 or judged by 12. You got to kind of choose. If you're not going to squash it, you got to choose which one you're going to do. Are you going to just wait and become a victim, you and your wife? Or what if you had your kid with you? I don't think this guy would have stopped at kids. I don't think he would have stopped with anybody with them. I think he had no problem taking them all out. Zero. I mean, he was already going to take himself out. That's what Finny said. So why wouldn't he just do whatever?
Rudy. Yeah, share that link. Keep dropping that link. These two rappers got murdered like that, you know? Continue just talking, you know?
So this is 8 months ago. This is Halloween in Las Vegas. And I guess this is when they had their showdown.
And that's why when you die, ain't nobody gonna care about it. Shit, I'm gonna celebrate.
Shit gets serious, guys. Real life.
Shout out to taking the fucking bitch.
Sometimes people don't realize what they're doing until it finally hits them in the face, literally.
Yeah.
You share the image of this person, and especially if you are in the Arizona area. Okay, over a dozen of my SinCity family supporters reached out to me, letting me know about they're going through the same experience with this gentleman here who keeps, you know, they want to make aware of people since the tax season is coming. They want to make aware that you know, the time that they you know, dealt with this guy, it was a horrible mistake. So let me tell you, the stories are just unbelievable. I'll be doing like a little video type deal after I finish with Tanisha.
A lot of these people have no idea the beef they're getting into.
Then they're saying, oh, Manny's a bad person. This guy didn't deserve it. Oh my God, I can't believe they did that to that guy. Why would they do such a thing? Oh my God, it's common.
This is him talking like this before it even happened. So in his head, he's already made up his mind. He's going to do both of them. He said her name, Tanisha, and he's already talking about what people are going to say and how it's going to be. His mind's already made up. Finny's on the to-do list. Finny and his wife. He referred to his wife earlier in the video as an agitator, and he said agitators can get it too. I'm not sure exactly what his wife said online. No one's mentioned it yet. But what we're doing right now is we're watching a car crash in slow motion. Unfortunately, we do know the car is going to crash. We know how it ends. But now what we're doing is we're subsequently watching how the cars were driving, their speed, was the road wet. We're basically looking at the conditions of the road prior to the crash to kind of learn more about what happened, because it's interesting. And then this is a new story. No one's really covering it. Not like the way I'm covering it. And do me a favor, like and subscribe, share the video, tag some people in the video if they want to see what happened. I mean, this is Vegas. We all eventually were thinking about going there. Might want to not go there. Or if you have issues like this in your own city, if you know somebody that has problems with someone and they're online with each other, this is more of a reason for them to squash it, figure out what it is, make bygones with each other, clear up the issues, and move forward. Because if you're paranoid and say you get to drop on them and you can do that to them, you can do something to them before they do it to you, now you're gonna have to pay for a lawyer. You're gonna have to fight it in court. Yes, you're alive. Don't discount that. You're alive. You're gonna live to fight another day. But it's easier if you just don't have the beef at all. And if you have the option, some things you can't walk away from. This guy, I don't think a phone call would have stopped this. He was already in the downward spiral regardless, you know? So, and I'm not sure exactly what triggered him, and we're hoping we can find out exactly what pushed him over the edge, and hopefully we're going to get there.
I heard some of my biggest fans are here. Wanna go see them? I've been ready. You don't gotta get ready if you're always been ready. You're ready.
There's a lot of people that hate us for no reason and that are willing to come out and attack us. There's so much I could have done that night that I did not do. You know, I could have really hurt that man. I did not do it. There was no blood drawn. And they trust me. And believe me, they could have been. And it's more like a warning to show him that, you know, you can be touched. You can eventually pay for what you're saying. And the other piece of shit, even though, you know, whatever, he pressed charges, whatever, but he should take that warning really well. That's the problem. He's not taking the warning. I was right up on your grill. It could have been so much worse, you know? You're going to tell me I could have not fucking knocked some teeth out right there? Oh, yes, I could. He wants to continue with his little shit? Well, trust me. We'll see how far that goes. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay the fine or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever it is.
Now, this man has come out in the past and assaulted us. In the day that I try and confront or react on these attacks, I'm the bad guy. I could have done so much more at that moment because there was no blood, there was no bruising. You know what I mean? When you're poking the bear, there's got to be a reaction, you know? Those people will eventually pay it. Trust me and believe me when I say that. Everybody that talk down on my name, every dog has their day. And it's not when you want. It's when I'm ready. Right, Melissa? I can never thank Melissa enough for not letting that little fucking bitch get away with that shit. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna fucking be saying that shit to my face. And I'll get smacked up trying to say SinCity family in my presence. Automatic ass whooping. We run!
Yeah, bitches! Fuck all y'all, nigga. Fuck all y'all, nigga. Where the hell is that? Over there. Fuck all y'all.
I'm still waiting for you, Rodney. Come see me, fool. I'm calling you out on a fade already. Right here in the parking lot. Come see me. Bring your daddy, Derek, if you're afraid of me. Come on, see me right here. I'll turn off the live. You know what I mean? Before I put your ass out. And Derek, too. Both you bitches. SinCity Familia. Talking down on my familia and all that. I had enough. They say, come see me. Whoop your ass, puto.
You can't allow nobody to be talking like that about the family.
That fool Medea, he's mad because his brother passed away from STDs in his anal cavity. Yeah. He liked it in his ass. Just like Medea. You know what I mean? That motherfucker likes that shit. That's why he lays on his stomach all the time.
Some fools need a fucking ass whooping. Like Big Titty Medea.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you and your motherfucking dead brother, bitch. You know where I'm at? These fools, they thought that they could fucking leave the family and do their own shit. And we let them go. Fly, baby, fly. Fucking Chulo, we gotta run one, me and you.
Hey, y'all gotta run the fade, though.
Gotta run the fade.
Y'all gotta run the fade, bro.
Off the line, we never run the shit. I'm telling you. Bobby Chulo, let's go. Me and you, let's go.
Bitch, fuck you, fuck you. Go fucking clean your asshole. Shut the fuck up, stupid bitch and stupid fucking faggot. That like you in the ass.
I like Finny's mom. Fuck that bitch.
And it's an example I would like to set for everybody watching, kids and everybody. We are here doing God's work.
Yeah, I'm cool on Vegas. Just for one thing, it's like this. Imagine you fly into town, go to your nice overcharged room with those ridiculous as fuck resort fees on top of the fee. You saw it on Hotels Tonight. You thought it was $60 a night. There's basically damn near an extra $100 a night resort fee plus taxes. So now you're paying $160 a night. But your girlfriend's with you. You don't want to seem like you're poor. You're like, okay, let's do it. And you guys just walk out of the casino and let's go look at the water. It's free. You go there to go look at the water. And then one of these little assholes starts opening fire. And you're just in the middle of it. You're in the middle. So all this is going on around Las Vegas. All of this is going on around the tourists. The money. The income for your city. You know, I'm from LA. They keep the hood shit in the hood. You don't see anything going down on the movie lots in Burbank or in Glendale. They keep the hood shit in the hood or in downtown. Let the trash go down there and protest and break shit, but don't bring it around the money. Keep it over there. But this is all going on around you, and if you're a visiting tourist, you have no idea you're walking into a war zone where there's YouTube gangs that are mad at each other over content and playing on each other's names. And you might accidentally get shot, or your kid, and it's because you're there trying to have a good time. It's just, you know, these, again, like everyone says, these blue cities are not safe because look at the people who live there. You're not safe around them. They're not civilized. You don't care about tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. All they're worried about is petty BS on the internet. You know, it's sad. This guy and his wife are gone. This other guy turned himself into the prison. He's gone. And I wonder if he has relatives and this guy has relatives. Are they going to continue to beef? Or is it going to be over now? I mean, I don't know. It's 2 down, 2 on one side, 1 down on the other. I mean, that doesn't seem even. So what's this going to do? Just keep going? Is not going to stop? Probably. Isn't that how it always goes? The beef, the issues are passed down from generation to generation. It's inherited. You know, Finny, even though he could have squashed it or tried to mitigate it or not feed into it, seemed like a nice guy, but he shared all these videos in a compilation to monetize it on his page. So this is all being shared on Finny's page about this guy who's threatening to do to him what he did to him last night. You can see he's thinking about it. And I mean, it seems like it's bothering him a little bit, but it should have bothered him even more. You're actually looking at your executioner on video. He's coming to execute you, and there's really nothing you can really do about it. And you don't want to seem like a bitch, so you don't want to run and hide. And if you do, you're just delaying the inevitable if you guys aren't going to sort this out. I wonder what he has to say about it.
Fuck your mama, bitch. I'm gonna just say that first off, you know.
Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck your mom. That's your response to your executioner? To the man who's literally planning on not being here for Christmas because he's planning on doing you. He's already getting ready to have his own Diddy parties in jail till the end of eternity. And your first thing is fuck your mom too. Like, get the bro. You have to have more wherewithal. You know, you have to see where things are going, and you have to get there first. You got to have a little bit of foresight. You can't live in the moment, in the here and the now, bro. You have a wife, you have kids. Can't live like that. All of this is a lesson to other people who are watching, who are listening, that this is where these beefs can and will go ultimately. You're either going to be judged by 12 or carried by 6.
But I don't really take your comments too hard. So, but my mom probably is watching. So, but my mama know what it's about. So no need to respond to that. Shout out to that compilation. That compilation was fire. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. Am I muted?
You know, sometimes it's a little difficult watching dead people talk, you know, because it seems like they're alive because they're sitting right here in front of you on a screen, but they're no longer with us in the present. They're gone. And but these videos, I mean, you do still have access to them. You can go watch their old videos. It's not like 30 years ago where all you had was some Polaroids. You know, now we have digital video. We can watch and talk and listen to you talk, and you can feel that person's presence, even if they're not here with you in the physical. You can go back and watch these videos, and you can feel like you're still there with them. But I mean, this was just. I mean, everyone's going to say these things are tragic and unnecessary. But over YouTube beef, this is extreme. This isn't even no hood shit. This is extremely. But you know, it seems like Manny considered this whole SinCity family thing. He considered it a real family. And I still don't see exactly what went wrong between these two crews. I'm still trying to figure it out. So
Shit was fire. No, I ain't knew it. Man. I don't even know what we need to put some fire emojis in the chat for our compilation person. I don't even know their name, but just so they can know, because they gonna watch, just to let them know our appreciation for that. That was some good ass work right there. Can we get some fire emojis so our comp?
I'd do a fire emoji because your compilation guy just showed the rest of the world why you died and basically how anybody who watched that compilation knew what was coming. It's all explained to us in that compilation video. The man was on the edge. You pushed him over with your words. And who knows, it could be something about you he just doesn't like. It's not like, I doubt you stole something from him. And it seems like it is competition over market share or some internet beef, but no one still narrowed down exactly what it is that happened, but apparently he got close enough where he could put his hands on your wife and you, but you weren't even really aggressive like that. You put down your stuff, but you weren't really trying to get to him. You weren't like Rico. You weren't like me. You held yourself back. Problem is, you give a person like that a chance to get away and to regroup and come back after you. You can't do that. It's just like you get into it with a man and he says, you know what? Let me go to my car real quick. I'll be right back. Stay right here. And y'all ass sit there. Okay, so I'm gonna wait right here for you. That's how it seems right now. Like you literally just waited for him to come back and get you. You should have never let this situation go unhandled after that night when he approached you at Fremont. Apparently he ran up on you and your girl. He should have never been able to go to sleep that night knowing that he could do that to you and get away with it, because now he's emboldened to go further because he knows there's no consequences. He knows you're not going to do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. You're scared, whether it's prison, police, to get hurt, to get a record, to have to go to court. But see, Manny didn't give a fuck. Manny's like, jail, I love jail. That's vacation for me. Send me back right now. All expense paid trip. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Manny didn't go on a run. He didn't drive to Mexico. He didn't go to LA like some people thought he would. Manny drove himself to the police station in Henderson and turned himself in. Manny was a rider. I'm not saying Manny's a writer. That's a compliment. But Manny was a man about his word. Once he decided he was going to do you, he went all the way through with it. I wish you could, hear this conversation right now. I wish you would have seen this video before it came out. Maybe you could have, but I don't know. Maybe it would have just delayed the inevitable. Would you have never came back to Las Vegas knowing that he's going to do you? No, you probably would have came back eventually. Do you seem like the type of guy that would have went to prison because you would have did something to Manny first? You don't appear that way to me. I could be wrong. Never underestimate nobody, but it just doesn't seem like whatever Manny had in him, in his heart, you didn't have that same. The anger he has for you, it wasn't equally yoked. The anger Manny had in his heart for Finny didn't have that equal anger in his heart. For Finny, this was a joke. It's internet beef. For Manny, this was real life war. Manny's a soldier. You can tell he's a soldier. He represented his family. Anybody that'd draw that face paint on himself and walk around and make videos and all that, bro, he took this shit extremely seriously. For you, it's a joke. It's funny. You're out there, you're wearing your hat, you're kicking it. But for Manny, this was life versus death. And there was no way he could continue living knowing that you're on this earth still breathing. He had to get you. And I wish you would have just seen it coming.
Compilation person knows the work that they did. Let's load this chat up. They should feel this thing should be full of fire. Like that was a fire ass compilation. And they just do what's needed on that. Shit. That was a fire-ass compilation there, man. I'm looking for my fire. I don't even know how to do it. I'm telling everybody else. Where the fire at, Finny? That was some good-ass work right there. Shit, I don't need nothing else. Yeah, that's how this chat should look. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Standing attention, y'all. Here she go.
Dite. That's ham.
Okay, I got you. You're hermaphrodite.
Yes.
Shout out to the Zelly. I never really call him king. That ain't really my thing.
Hey.
Let's go. Should be a popping night, guys. What we got going on? What's on the agenda tonight, ladies and gentlemen?
I mean, we got a fire compilation to start us off. We ain't even got into the archives part of the show. We ain't even cut into the archives part of the show. Well, hold on real quick. We finished the raffle off. Shout out 702J. Finally got his TV.
Ooh, look at that.
Samsung joint.
Okay.
I mean, if we ever did a future raffle, we would do it that way. That he did an in-store pickup, and that was way better on Penny's pocket than shipping it. But shout out to Bert McGurk. Bert McGurk say he trying his best to catch a Rico. Let me tell you. Shout out to Bert McGurk. We're gonna put a Rico on him like Big U.
Man, they're talking about real stuff. You know what? I forgot. We were supposed to do a raffle on the Single Boyfriend YouTube channel. It was we were going to send a $25 Cash App to one of a random new follower if you subscribe to the YouTube page, which is the Single Boyfriend, where we're also live on right now. So if you're on X or you're on Rumble and you're watching it, or if you're one of the people watching it on Facebook, we're going to pick a random name on YouTube, but it's going to be one of the new followers. We're going to pick a name in exactly 2 hours from now. So if you can, subscribe to the page, and whichever one of the new followers we pick randomly, we're going to send you a Cash App for $25. So if you can, just when you subscribe, just type done on YouTube, and then that way we'll be able to see your name and we'll know who to send the money to. But we're going to get back to the program.
He gonna put it on himself. We ain't gonna put it on him. We gonna put it on himself if he hasn't already.
What they're joking around about is saying that this man is going to get himself put in a RICO. He's already making terrorist threats, talking about what he's going to do and planning. And they know what happened in LA, and they're making fun of the RICO. Manny doesn't give a shit about a RICO. Manny doesn't give a damn about getting in trouble, getting arrested. Manny's planning on crashing out. I'm pretty sure he thought about it and he wasn't worried about it. It seems like he's been picked up before. It wouldn't be his first time in jail. He probably was in YA for a while. He probably did maybe a year in Vegas somewhere. It's very easy to get in trouble in Vegas. Las Vegas is a zero tolerance city. So if you're caught with anything or you have anything on you, or if you're speeding or over in, you can go to prison, and you can get a lot of time in Vegas for pretty much anything, especially if you're a local and you're off the strip. It's a trap for you, especially if you don't really have anything going on. So yeah, they're making fun of the fact that, he can get a RICO put on himself, but if he gets to you first, then you will now, Finny, you'll never know because you're not here anymore. Neither is your wife, unfortunately. So it seems like it's funny, but it's not really a laughing matter because this is really somebody talking about hunting you down. So it means, but to watch them poke fun at it is kind of like, it's interesting. That's why we're still watching this, because we know what happens to this man in a few hours after these videos are made. We know how his day ends, but let's see how we got there.
Oh, shit.
Shout out Fat Ninja for knowing Benny gonna keep his word. I'm gonna keep that word. They say that TV's bigger than Zelly's. Don't need to even show off. I know you got, don't need to even show off, bro.
Stop it. That's not what I
Yeah.
just. That's my TV's half that size. I got a 25-inch. I
Shout out
don't
to
even know
Sally
if
and
they make
Kathy
that
getting on the
size.
same level. Shout out
With the big old subwoofers that'll blow you against the wall.
Facts. I got the TV on top of the TV.
No, but for real, my dad, he used to have this long.
But we're gonna send some prayers to Miss Burnaby Simmons' mom. We hope that she get better. Let's send some prayers to Miss Burnaby Simmons' mom. She wasn't feeling well, and we hope.
You know, this is sad. I mean, this seems like a genuinely nice guy. He has a fan base, and he's doing a shout out right now where he's asking everybody to pray for one of his followers' mother who is ill. You know, not a lot of people really do that. And I never heard of this man until this happened, unfortunately. And people are just, now he's just gone. Over shit, we're still trying to narrow that down.
Pray that she get better.
Prayers, Miss Burnaby, Simmons' mom. Miss Simmons' mom.
No,
Well,
it's Burnaby is a guy. It's Burnaby Simone's mom.
I never said it was a girl, Zell. You looked at me like I did that. Did I say it was a hold on? Somebody, did I say it was a girl? Let me know.
No,
I don't know.
I thought you said Bernadine. That was my fault. I heard it wrong. But regardless, what was the last name so we could get it right?
Simmons.
Simon. Burnaby Simon.
Burnaby Simon. You know that was gonna be a hard one for me.
That's what I'm saying right there. That's the whole problem I have with it. I mean, he was reading it wrong.
Yeah, we got to straighten out. The sentence is the same.
Prayers, y'all.
Mister, yeah, prayers. Regardless, we send the prayers out. We gonna get the name, but apologize, no disrespect. Prayers out. Yeah, boy, choking on spaghetti. Pause.
Right, that spaghetti was delicious.
A noodle got in his throat.
all marinara. Oh, you had all marinara in that spaghetti. I don't eat spaghetti, but all marinara in that spaghetti. Look, noodles was probably overcooked.
Stop it. The noodles were on point. The spaghetti was just, it was all right. It was right.
Was it from the can?
It was perfect. It was.
That was gonna be my next question. All right, so Finny don't eat spaghetti no more either since my granny passed. Rest in peace to Granny. My granny made spaghetti, and she made spaghetti. When my granny made spaghetti, this is the only spaghetti I knew. It was already mixed up. It had big, thick chicks of hamburger meat in it, and it was mixed together. So once I get with my baby, you know, it's the beginning process. My granny gone. She left in 97. Rest in peace, Granny. She left in 97. So I get with my baby later on. You know, she got to start cooking because we can't eat out every night. So she said, I'm going to make spaghetti the first time. And shout out my baby. My baby can cook. But I don't fuck with her spaghetti. The first time she made spaghetti, and
when you did run into somebody,
it just came up. And
Right next, man. Let's get into these meat and potatoes. Let's get it popping.
Let's see what's next. All right, so next is I'm like all over the place.
Yeah, I'm trying to just see if he talks anymore about this whole situation with Manny, or I mean, I think he. Let me see.
Why you guys stick around and what it is about me or what it is about these Tuesdays. I don't know. But I know one thing that's true. It's been over a year that nothing's changed. It hasn't lost any steam. If anything, it's gained steam, which is crazy. Let's watch a video real quick because we getting late, y'all. It's already 10. We got to, and I'm adding extra video.
People dropped immediately because they saw it happen live, unfiltered. It wasn't archives edited the footage. I saw the footage. Archives didn't edit anything. Me and Jojo was sitting by El Cortez right around the corner. ready to go over there and say something. And I kept holding JoJo back and saying, no, JoJo, let's just stay right here.
Apparently, this is somebody who was close by the initial altercation, and they seen it happen. And I don't know if they were, but one thing I'm noticing, there's nobody once that stepped in that I've seen personally that told him or told the other guy, hey, do the right thing, squash it before it goes too far, and one of y'all end up in jail, and one of y'all end up in the ground. I haven't seen anybody come with any good advice. Everybody just wants to see somebody crash out and lose everything. And no one's really giving any better advice. But I do hear this. I think that's what this guy's talking about.
JoJo wanted to go confront them in person as they were telling Manny off. And I'm like, it's just going to go down bad, you know? Be a bigger person. He was
All right,
a half
I'm
a
glad you
block
said
away
that.
waiting to confront them.
We are gonna have to go back to, before I get out tonight. We is gonna have to go back and look at that video of JoJo last week. JoJo was and I don't know how I didn't go over it for y'all in detail, but we is gonna look at that video again. But right now, somebody said this is the worst channel ever. That's crazy. What are we going on? 3 hours and we still got over 650 people in here. Salute, man. I mean, I watch a little bit of YouTube.
And look, right now we have almost 1,300 people watching right now and climbing. So obviously this is something people want to hear about. What we're watching are basically the days of our lives. You know, this is a good man, it seems like. Finny, him and his wife were deleted last night on the Las Vegas Strip. And this is subsequently the stories that are leading up to it. So we're just going over all the different footage and the different angles. If you just got here and you didn't see what happened, I mean, I guess we could replay it real quick. And this is Finn that's in the videos, and he's on the Las Vegas Strip with his wife. Her name is Bubbly.
Facts, donut.
And one thing I noticed is that he had his hand on his gun when he walked by. You know, we're watching this man talk and everything's so normal. And then all of a sudden, the girl's in his face and he reaches around her and he opens up fire. And this is Manny. And his fiance, look at her. Instead of running away and going to get help or going to find the police, she instead grabs the gimbal to get content, which is basically her her husband being deleted and dying. She wanted to get that content, and the other guy, actually Manny, finished her off too when she should have been running away, but instead she wanted to get content. And then he's gonna shoot her. So this is the wife right here. So this must be someone else's SinCity fam. Oh, this is the woman that was with Manny, which is Julie. Julie is Manny's wife. So this is her, and she wanted to basically get it all on stream. Her husband shooting and killing this man. This is Bubbly right here. This is Finny's wife. She's screaming, but it's her husband. Her husband's doing the shooting, and she knew what he was gonna do.
Son muy rápidos. Es mejor cubrirse. Lo mejor que puede pasar es que se cubran. Son muy rápidos. Pasó ahí como donde está el trofe ese. Relájense, nomás cúbranse. Yo fui ex militar. Sí, son balazos, pero relájense, nomás. No pasa nada.
This woman right here, the little torta, this is Manny's wife. This is Julie. This is the one that was just with a camera streaming, walking right past Finny's wife and Finny. She knew what her husband was gonna do. She screamed and dug down. This is only a few seconds after the shooting when people are still dug down. And here she is calmly walking. If you go back in the video, she's actually the woman in a lot of Manny's videos. So that's how we know what she looks like. But this is her calmly walking after the shooting. So she knew what was gonna happen, and she didn't try to stop him. That's also going to be a charge because it's going to show this was premeditated, and they're going to play these videos. I don't think they're going to let her just walk away from this, no pun intended.
Todo lo que pasa, pasa muy rápido. Así como pasa, pum, se van, se mueven.
And she didn't go back over there to go check on her husband or anything. She knew what happened. He probably texted her. They went to go meet somewhere. He drove her around until it was time to go turn himself in. More and more videos are popping up. I wanted to actually get back onto Finny's page, and people are talking about it finally. But here, Finny.
Hey guys, how's it going? So normally
Finny Da Legend. Like I said, for him it was a joke, but the other guy wasn't. So this was him. I guess this was leading up until what happened. He was streaming yesterday.
Only me, y'all. We started in the field.
Yeah, this is his final stream. This is from yesterday. Yeah, just one day ago.
Oh, we in that view, y'all. Sorry.
Las Vegas used to be so beautiful and appealing, and now it's just another ghetto, trashy city that you really you go at your own risk, you know. Another failed Another failed city in America, unfortunately. You know, we've lost our way.
Right there, Shakira.
Yeah, they were trolling each other. See, look at this right here. He basically did a Brokeback Mountain picture of Manny and another guy. Not Brokeback Mountain.
Was in the building. Oh shit, y'all. There she go. There she go, y'all. Y'all see the big Kool-Aid I get when I see Izzy in the house. Y'all see Isabel, y'all. Mountain right there. This is our views. And look at SinCity Manny the rapper. He's getting what his rap career was about. Getting his ass kicked. 63 views, y'all. We almost up 400, y'all. Stop the fight.
And you see what people are, listen, Finny has everyone calling Manny Panny. It's basically a movement. I mean, however many people, they both share the same followers, he's obviously a bigger personality.
Link in the chat. You click on that link and it'll give you a little setup, and you just let it control, allow it to control your mic, and you'll be right on here with us. All right, real quick, I gotta skip to the front because I just got a screen. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. So this is currently us. Shout out to the thumbnail. Salute to Archives for the thumbnail. This is currently us. Shout out Jesse. Y'all see Jesse. Y'all see Mr. Vantes right there. And y'all see Brokeback Mountain right there. This is our views. And look at SinCity Manny the rapper. He's getting what his rap career was about. Getting his ass kicked. 63 views, y'all. To 4. We almost up 400, y'all. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. Stop the fight.
Oh, Finny was from out here in Arizona. He's from Tolleson. So he's from like the South Side almost. Well, it's like not the South Side. It's kind of the hood in Phoenix, but so Finn is he's from out here, and they're desert. So it's not only is it internet YouTube beef, but it's desert beef. Who can sweat the least, I guess, when they walk through the mall or something? I don't know, but no wonder. Because I'm thinking if Finn is from California, why would he care about what some rapper in Vegas thinks? But he's from Arizona. So it's desert beef. I don't understand. It's like basically Victorville versus Hesperia, maybe. I don't know. Atalanto versus Phelan. Something like that if you're from California.
Stop the fight. Stop the fight. Isabel. Shout out to Burrow and Squirrel. Got to meet Burrow and Squirrel in person. Shout out to Burrow and Squirrel. Pleasure. And Burrow's daughter. Burrow's daughter. Got to meet them all. Got to meet them all, y'all. All right, y'all. Archives coming in to probably put me on go ahead mode, y'all.
Now this is a month ago. So a month ago he was trolling him with a Brokeback Mountain picture, calling him. I mean, that's just embarrassing, dude. Let's see here. We got some more videos of. There we go. He's on him. Finny was on his bumper, bro, and they called it broke back chorizo. Oh my god! Come on, Finn. Why are you doing this? This is Finn trolling Manny on his live that went on for hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all hear it.
Let's get to the video. Let me not even look at the chat before something else come up.
Bro, broke back chorizo is. Bro, I hate to hear about people dying and having bad stuff happen, but man, sometimes shit's funny, but I mean, I wish he didn't troll him this hard, but broke back chorizo is crazy.
Let me see. Present. All right, let me take the Perez family down. You know, I love them. Love to keep them up. But let's get to the video. All right, this New Mexico, day one, y'all. Here we go.
Guys, and that's only because we gotta hurry up back home. Well, I do, to make sure to pack my stuff and to make sure everything is nicely packed for our move from Las Vegas. Yeah, a lot of you didn't know. We're keeping it a secret, but now you know. Okay. Yes, we are packing our stuff and we are leaving Las Vegas with our family because it's too dangerous for us. And so many people that you guys allowed to hate us. So bye.
He said him and his family, this is a month ago. He said him and his family are moving from Las Vegas because Las Vegas is too dangerous. So, I mean, well, who's more dangerous to you? You just literally deleted an entire family on the strip in front of the Bellagio. So I wonder who he's worried about.
Bye! New Mexico. Brought to you, sponsored by my boy. And today we're already, we just got here probably like what? Half an hour ago? Yeah. We had a double shot. Yep. That's right. So right now we're gonna eat, guys. We have an egg, and then we'll continue the New Mexico tour for you guys. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby, 25 months of membership.
I think that's Julie, the one that was walking away after he did the shooting. I think that's her. It looks like her. It looks like her.
How cool is that?
Congratulations.
That's Bobby.
There's a cheese fry.
Cheese fries. Eso you got, Yuli?
No.
Papas, huh? Papa, you got cheese fries?